Hi and welcome to Dave Culinary. I'm Punita Dave, and today we are going to make mashed or whipped sweet potatoes in a very unique way. So let's jump right in and make mashed sweet potatoes. This is our family recipe that I'm sharing with you. This is how my mom used to make it, and I learned from her and I'm sharing it here with you. So let's make our whipped or mashed sweet potatoes. Okay, let's look at the ingredients first. We are going to take 3¼ cups approximately of boiled and mashed sweet potatoes. That's about 4 large sweet potatoes. Half a cup of cream. If you don't have cream, replace it with 3/4 cup of milk. Half a cup of half and half. If you don't have half and half, replace it with 3/4 cup of milk. 2/3 cup of sugar, and use less if your sweet potatoes are very sweet or you don't like sweet stuff. About 15 almonds, these are optional for garnishing. 10 cashews, optional for garnishing. About 30 yellow raisins, optional for garnishing. Half a cup of ghee. 20 to 25 strands of saffron, optional. 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder is also optional. 1/8 teaspoon or a pinch of nutmeg powder is optional, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder is also optional, and you can add any of these more or less up to your taste. But if you have all of these ingredients, it's going to make a really good mashed or whipped potatoes. Now the sweet potatoes that we have, they are the orange colored sweet potatoes, but this recipe works just fine with the white colored sweet potatoes as well. So let's get going with making mashed sweet potatoes Dave style. So what I did was I boiled 4 large sweet potatoes, and once they're boiled, I cut them vertically to let the moisture escape. End of the day, you want all the moisture to escape. Then I peeled them, I cut the sides, and I'm going to mash them using a coarse masher. You don't really need to mash them very fine, because when we cook them, they are going to get mashed anyways. So we have mashed our potatoes, and they are now ready to go into a pan. We are going to measure this up because I always like to get a cup measure. So this is about 1 cup, and then if I take it out and spread it out, then it is a little more than 3 cups of mashed sweet potatoes. I've heated up a pan here, and to that I added my ghee. Once the ghee is melted, I added the mashed sweet potatoes to it and gave it a really good stir. You want the ghee and the sweet potatoes to blend in really well together. Now, if you don't have ghee and you don't intend to buy ghee, then you can make this with butter. Just take butter equivalent of 1.25 times of the ghee. So the butter is now blended in. I have been stirring it for about 10 minutes. The moisture has escaped. When I put the sweet potatoes in the pan, around that time I had put my saffron into the milk so that these started dissolving in the color. So I added that milk to the sweet potatoes at this point, half and half, and cream. If you don't have half and half and cream, then as I said, you can add milk. The reason for using half and half and cream is so that you don't have to stir it for very long. It will thicken much faster if you have half and half and cream. So after about another 15 to 20 minutes, the moisture has escaped, and the creaminess of half and half and heavy whipping cream is all set into the sweet potatoes. The ghee has started leaving the sides of the sweet potato. So I washed my yellow raisins, I added those, and the cinnamon powder, nutmeg powder, cardamom, and sugar. And once again, you can add sugar to taste. You don't have to add as much as I added. You can add more, you can add less. Now when the sugar melts, it is going to make the whole mashed sweet potatoes more liquidy. Also, the saffron and the nutmeg and cardamom and cinnamon are going to add a little bit of color to your sweet potatoes. So if you want to avoid that and you don't care for the flavor, you can avoid that. Now this is a trick my mom told me. Take a very flat spatula, and if it stands straight without any support, then your mashed potatoes are done. So they are done at this point. We are going to take them in a bowl for serving. Look, tastes really good when it's steaming hot. And then I had crushed my almonds and cashews in mortar and pestle, so I'm going to sprinkle those over as a garnish. And there, it looks so delicious. It is really creamy and delectable, and if you are fasting, this is one food that you can have even when you're fasting, unless you're fasting where you cannot eat at all. But otherwise it's a good meal if you're fasting. So we got about 3.5 cups of the final product. It serves 10 to 15 people as a dessert and about 3 to 4 people as a full meal. So that's the quantity it makes with the recipe. So those were our whipped mashed sweet potatoes. It's our family recipe. It has been with our family for more than 50-60 years now, and my mom taught it to me and I learned it from her, and I have shared it here with you. So I hope you make it and I hope you like it, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.